Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at what messages you need to receive from your spirit guides. Now, as always, you have three piles in front of you. When it comes to selecting your pile, please select on the basis of the feathers, the images, or either the pumpkin, the corn, or the carrot. Whichever speaks to you, whichever is your favorite out of these three, you can definitely take a pick. I'll give you some time, then we start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, then these are the messages that you need to receive from your spirit guides. Now, let's start pile 1. Now, when it comes to you, pile 1, you need to move above the fray. Like, you need to be the bigger person. You need to look at things from a different perspective. And don't get involved in petty things. You know, she said this, he said this. Why is this person behaving this way? Why could things not have been better? Take away your thoughts from these small things. See, they may be important for you right now, but if you look at this thing in the larger scheme of things, it's not going to have any importance. So please make sure not to, get involved in these petty things and rather look at the bigger picture when it comes to your life. Now, your spirit guides are also here to tell you, make yes a priority in your life. So if somebody is telling you, why don't you try doing this? Say yes sometimes instead of no. See, what happens is, it's like an entire universe wants to open itself on you, but you're very, very playing it safe in your life. Take risk. Say yes to some new adventures in your life. Say yes to new patterns of being when it comes to your life. Because it's like sometimes the people who are in your life actually want what is best for you, and sometimes they are actually a messenger from the divine at that point of time. And if you say yes to one particular thing that you're saying, maybe that one yes will change your life. Now, your spirit guides are also here to tell you that slowly but surely you're building up your soul tribe. It's like the people who are meant to be a part of your tribe are actually coming together, and very, very soon. In fact, I'll tell you, next year is going to be very crucial for this. It's like you will reach the height of your spiritual practice, where certain things that you were supposed to establish to reach a point will be reached. And then the people who are meant to be together with you in this lifetime for your spiritual journey will walk with you forever. So please make sure, starting from now on, take a pick at who is coming into your life. And if you feel like, okay, maybe this person is not really matching to my vibe, it's okay to move away from it, because now you just need to keep people who belong and who make you feel safe. Yeah, because your soul tribe has to be people who are like really, really through you with thick and thin. Please make sure you remember that. Now, also it is important for you to be little bit more innocent when it comes to things. Once again, when it comes to a child, saying yes is very easy for them. But a child has curiosity. And that curiosity needs to build up in you as well, and say yes to those curiosities. Yeah? Innocence, purity, and almost like a redemption. Remember, no matter what mistakes you've made in the past, in your spiritual practice, in your personal practice, in your relationships, there is always hope for a better tomorrow. Yeah? So don't give up on that hope, is what your spirit guides are here to tell you. See, right now you are at a point in your life where you're being prepared for something big. See, Buddha did not become a Buddha in a day. It was through effort that he became a Buddha, right? So change is like that, especially when it comes to our inner world. It starts slowly. Because remember, our soul is not used to that much of a light. And the energy that comes from the divine is a light. So it has to be a slow and steady progress. Don't be in a hurry to achieve something massive, especially when it comes to your spiritual practice. Take it easy, because you're clearly being trained for a specific purpose spiritually. Now, please know this. At this point of time, the thought process that you should have is, if something is coming towards me, let it come. And if something is going away from my life, let it go. Because what is going to happen is, the right things will stick and the wrong things will absolutely move away. And this can work in all areas of your life, because especially starting from now on, the period that is building up to this great gathering, it's about what works, what doesn't work. It's about the trial and error process. Yeah, so what is coming, what is sticking, let it stick, and whatever is moving away, let it move away. Now, the thing about you, pile 1, is you don't know yourself well enough. You hold certain illusions about yourself. Certain people out here in pile 1 think that I can't do this. It's just beyond my capacity. It is meant for special people. You are one of those special people, but you don't understand it because you don't see yourself clearly. So you have to get into the process of knowing who you truly are, discovering yourself to be who you truly are. So say yes to change, because that one yes may change your life. Okay? You need to really let go of that illusions. And your spirit guides are here to tell you, when it comes to your relationships, make an effort with people you care about. Okay, so if there is a special person in your life and you're like, oh, I really like this person, make an effort, stay in touch with them. Yeah, get to know them. And one thing I'll tell you when it comes to this, this is not only about our relationships. There is a reason why, when it comes to mantra chanting, when it comes to mantra practice, 1,25,000 is considered a magic number. Because when it comes to chanting a mantra, when you go to that 1,25,000, whichever power you are chanting it for, automatically the love for that power starts developing in your heart. You'll understand what the power is all about. So make that effort. That is when it comes to, especially your relationships, but also your life. And please make sure to take some time off from your busy schedule just to sit and breathe. See, because the times that we are entering into, being busy is a way of life. And being calm is something that if you just are the kind of people who like to play it by your own rules, who like to remain calm, people look at you as if there's something wrong with you. Okay? So please, no matter what people feel, please take time to do things your own way. If you want to go slow when it comes to certain things, go slow with it. Breathe, but make sure you are okay in your body, mind, and spirit, most importantly. Also, see what will happen, especially when it comes to your spiritual practice, if you go slow and steadily. If you allow certain things to come and stick, and if you allow certain things to go on its own way, the ones that is truly meant to come and prosper will stay with you. And then it's like there's this process of awakening that will begin for you. Awakening when it comes to your heart. Yeah? And especially when this works in your relationships, when the people who are supposed to be there with you stick with you, your heart will automatically accept them. Yeah? And your relationship will continue to grow and thrive. Don't force yourself to do something at this point of time is a very, very specific message for you. Because you are becoming a heart-centered being. And your heart always knows the truth, and it will always know the truth even in the future. However, when it comes to your life, try to become a better person every day. When it comes to your work, try to be better at what you do every day. In your spiritual practice, try and be more consistent every day. Yeah, like increasing the time of meditation by half a minute maybe, or increasing the duration of your chanting. So you have to be consistent and better every single day. But one thing, when you're sticking with something, stick to something. Yeah, trial and error is great, but you will discover what is meant that is coming through for you. And when it comes to your spirit guides, your spirit guides most communicate with you via nature. See, spirit guides are absolutely, made of light. And the purest energy that they get is the energy of nature. Because nature is still very connected to the essence of divine, although we have moved away from it. Yeah, which is exactly why they communicate with you through signs. Once again, it can be in the form of butterflies, it can be in the form of birds. Nature in every dimension of itself. Now, I'm also going to be giving you a few messages from Baba, and of course, you can continue to receive this as messages from your spirit guides. Dedicate. Now, once again, when it comes to dedication, when you discover what is right for you, stick to it. After all of that experimentation, after going through whatever that you're meant to experiment, go through it, but then dedicate to one thing only. And perseverance. Of course, do not give up, whether it is your work, whether it is your relationships or your spiritual practice. Consistency and perseverance, that is a short way for you to succeed. And love your true self. Once again, you hold certain illusions about yourself that you're not as good a person as you would have thought yourself to be, that you're not capable of achieving this in your life. That is not true. We are all born with infinite capacities, but it is people around us sometimes, and it is society, that makes us feel like we are not worthy. And that is the greatest lie anybody could ever tell anyone. Yeah? So accept yourself for who you are, and most importantly, love yourself. Because when you love yourself, you will truly learn what it means to love another person, and then what it truly means to love God. Acceptance at all levels is what your spirit guides are here to tell you. Overall, these are the messages that you need to receive, and as always, as I wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with my best wishes. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected Pile 2, then these are the messages that you need to receive from your spirit guides. Alright, first of all, I'm just instinctively getting the message of prosperity, growth. Okay, I feel like that is the direction that you're heading into when it comes to your life. But one thing that you have to remember, when it comes to everything, give it your best. Give it your 100%. Because that is the only thing that is expected from you. And the results, leave it to God. It is in His hands. You should just make sure that you're doing whatever you are supposed to at every given point. Yeah? And then surrender. Especially when it comes to your prayers, then don't think, is it working, is it not working? You've done your job, that is enough. You've prayed from the depths of your heart. And anything that comes from the depth of our heart is accepted without a doubt. Now, when it comes to your life, I'll tell you this, your life is heading for a massive change, Pile 2. It's that you're being cracked open from inside out, so that the beautiful secrets that you've held within are coming out. If you've seen a rose in the bud, even the bud has to crack open for the rose to come out. Yeah? Because a bud is not attractive, a rose is. So if you're facing anything in your life which may seem a little bit challenging, it is a part of the process to make you into that beautiful rose. Remember that. Also, your spirit guides are here to tell you that you are not alone in your journey of life. You are not alone in the journey of your spirituality. Because you are receiving support from very, very higher dimensional beings. And they want you to succeed. A couple of them are your own ancestors who are praying for you from the other end. And for others, these are actually spiritual masters, a lineage of them that is coming through. But they've got your back. And when it comes to any meditative practice that you're doing, when it comes to any spiritual practice that you're doing, they stand with you. Their power stands with you, their blessings stand with you. Because of which you've been able to reach at this level of spirituality. Once again, the only thing that is expected from you for your life is dedication, and that too selfless dedication. See, when a person is dedicated selflessly to any cause, the outcome is always very positive. When you're just I'm going to do my best and rest God takes care of. God really takes care of it. I don't know whether you believe this or not, but God is infinitely loving. And He wants you to succeed. Especially when it comes to your spiritual life. You take one step, He will take the 99. That is the glory of God. Which is why you're being dedicated to You're being asked to dedicate yourself single-mindedly. Just focus. That is what you're supposed to do. Now, your spirit guides are also here to tell you, sometimes you need to disconnect with your emotions because your emotions get a little bit too much of you. Balance in emotions is a very good thing, but being overly and excessively emotions is not good too. A certain kind of rational approach to life is also important. Yeah? Once again, you need to get into the zone of planning. Planning is very important for your future success when it comes to your life. Okay? So, example, if there is an exam pending for you, you need to plan for it. Today I'm going to be studying this, tomorrow I'm going to do this. Because that is something that is expected out of you. That is something you are supposed to do, right? So please plan for your life, plan for your future. That is something that you're being told. Now, one thing that you have to be a little careful of is the people that you invite in your life and the people who are already there in your life. Some people just love drama. They thrive on drama. Like without a drama, they cannot succeed. It's what drives them. But you're not one of them, Paltu. And which is exactly why when somebody wants to create drama, you disconnect with that person. Or when somebody wants to speak about something consistently which is drama oriented, stop it there or change the subject. Make your life a drama free zone because that is something that you need to prioritize right now wherever you are. And once again, please remember this, we spoke about planning, that you need to make a plan when it comes to everything. But if you just have those plans and if you're not acting on it, then it is just delusion. You're fooling nobody but yourself. So when it comes to your spiritual life too, you watch my videos and I tell you meditate and you're like, I am definitely going to meditate. And if you're not doing that, it's a pointless exercise, right? Because you're not going to get anything in return. If you act on things, that action will fulfill itself. So whatever you're receiving, if you have plans, act on it. That is the most important message for you. And persevere. No matter what in your life, you should never give up. Dig in and see things to completion. Any pending projects, make sure that you really stick your ground and complete it. Don't leave things halfway because sometimes that is a tendency on your part by too. You pick up things, you're very excited about them, and then that interest fizzles out. So perseverance is something that you need to take up when it comes to your life. Now, when it comes to your relationships, you have to allow yourself to be happy. You have to give yourself that permission to allow to experience love. Allow yourself to experience fulfillment because sometimes you take that away from yourself because you're not giving yourself permission to be happy. Learn to be happy in little moments because it's those little moments that become big things in life. See, when we look at our life, we feel like, oh, I was really happy at that point of time. So that is what all our todays are going to be. They're going to be memories for tomorrow. So make sure even in little things, you create these happy memories. And your spirit guides are here to tell you that whatever challenges you're facing in your life right now, move above those challenges. Don't be the kind of person who's just focused on challenges. Move on from it. See, challenges are a part of human life. Otherwise, life would have been just one directional. Yeah? So please move away from it. And instead focus on what you want to create in your future. Focus on what is to come rather than what is in front of you. Now, your spirit guides are also here to tell you that if you find yourself struggling at any given point, you have to remember that they are just a thought away. Think of them and they'll come to help you out. See, sometimes what happens is some of you have spirit guides that are very higher dimensional in nature. Like they cannot hang around you all the time. See, we all have multiple spirit guides. There is one who's constant and the higher dimensional beings, they come and go. So if your connection with one higher dimensional being is very strong, if you want them, just think of them and they will just come to help you out. Yeah? And for some of you, if you've had a particular pet in your life, That pet has now taken up the role of your spirit guide as well, and he guards you. Okay? He wants to make sure that you're secure and that you're okay. And once again, just a thought away. Now, your spirit guides are also here to tell you that every single day, look in the mirror at least once and notice how special you are. Just notice how special you are. Reflect on the journey that you've taken of your life. Reflect on all the times that you've faced hardships and that you've emerged a winner, because you always have, because you've made it so far. So notice those special qualities about yourself. Notice what sets you apart from other people. Once again, notice the good things about you. Because you are supposed to be the first one who does that. People are not supposed to come and tell you you're amazing. That is your job. That is an inside job. To know that you're special. And if somebody says it, amazing. If somebody doesn't, it's not their job. Yeah? And I'm going to check out more messages. Of course, you can take that as messages from Baba, and otherwise you can just carry on with this as if messages from your spirit guides. Now, the old has to die for the new to emerge. The old way of being has to die. So if you have been the kind of person who's very hard on yourself, who doesn't see yourself as somebody special, has to change. See, every single moment we are evolving. And every single moment, the old us dies and the new us emerges. So if you want to relate to somebody who used to be a lot of years back, that is not going to happen. Because that was the past, and the past is supposed to be miles back. Yeah? But what is and what the future is still in your own hands. So, become that new person every day. Mindfulness, very important. Living in the moment, very important. And most importantly, after a point of time, surrender. And it's so beautiful that what we start off with, we end our reading with that. Surrender. That is the way life is, it's a full circle. When we are born on the human plane, it's not our choice. The way we live our life, it is sometimes our choice and it is sometimes not our choice. So then best, why not just live our life the way we were born? With surrender. Because we know then that there is a higher power who's taking care of us just the way it took care of us when we were in our mother's womb. Just the way it took care of us the moment we were born. Because in the end, it is his job to look after you. So let him do his job because he knows it best. Yeah? I'll leave you with that and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, then these are the messages that you need to receive when it comes to your spirit guides. And first of all, let me just tell you this. You need to eat healthy. Because you guys have chosen the carrot, and honestly, if there's somebody who's not particularly well, or if you feel your energy levels are slightly down, carrot juice works wonders. Like, it really works wonders on your body. If you just be consistent when it comes to carrot juice, at least for like 3 to 4 days, you will realize that the energy levels you have are amazing. And that is true for every kind of juice, but carrot is just a super powerful juice. So if you are not well or if you want to build your health, then start eating healthy. Now, once again for you, pile 3. Certain important opportunities are now going to be presenting themselves in your life. But remember, the opportunities that will come, they will need you to evolve to a certain extent. They will need you to be something different, something better than you currently are. Yeah, because see, a butterfly is beautiful. A butterfly is the full version. A caterpillar is just the process part. Yeah. So to make the most of the opportunities that are coming, there is a part of you that needs to grow. Yeah. So just keep a note of it. Sometimes maybe you need to just get an upgrade when it comes to the way you live your everyday life, the way you present yourself to people in your life. Yeah, I feel like you've lived a certain way for way too long, and that has to change right now. Now, Your spirit guides are also here to tell you that now, okay, the reason why you're supposed to be changing is there is a new way of life that you're supposed to be living. It's like you are the creators of a new age. We all know that a new earth is being created, and you're supposed to be playing a very, very active role in it. And upgrade your spiritual practice. If you've been very consistent with one spiritual practice, of course keep that, but put it to minimum and pick up one that you know is slightly an upgraded version. For example, if you were chanting your mantras 100 times every day, move to 110, then move to 120. Yeah, so upgrade when it comes to that, because I feel like you need to increase your level of dedication and your practice slightly. Now, your spirit guides are also here to tell you that some of you are already connected to your soul tribe. Now, you may or may not have met this person physically, but they are a part of your circle. And it's like, you know this person is your vibe. We all instinctively know this. Yeah? So your soul family is with you right now, this very moment. And the message I'm specifically getting is, you guys are distributed. Like you probably live in different parts of the world, or you probably live at a great distance from each other, but you're connected nevertheless. Yeah, but your soul family is clearly with you. So anytime you need help, just close your eyes and imagine that you're getting help from your soul tribe. And you will. Yeah. And please remember this. If you feel right now that you don't have a tribe, our Teacup family is a tribe in itself. We are a soul family, because that is the way I always treat you guys. So anytime you want to meditate, just tune into the energy of our family. And all of us energetically, wherever we are with you, because we are your family. You guys are my family, I know that for sure. And just know this, there are going to be certain things that you do in your life, pile 3, that you are going to be the first in your family who does this. You are going to be the first in your community who does this. You're going to be the first in your society to do this. But that is what makes you the pioneer. You're different. The way you have a passion for life, the way you have a passion for living your own life differently, being a rebel almost sometimes. Not many have it, which is why there are very few pioneers in the world, and you are one of them. So be proud of it, okay? Don't be like, oh, this is like the weird part of me. It is the weird people who rule the world. Yeah, so be the pioneer and be comfortable with it. Now, in the upcoming time, planning is going to be very, very important for you, and foolproof planning. So whatever you're going to be doing in the upcoming time, please make sure where you're very sure you want to do this. And then get into it. And get into it with the clear intention that I'm going to complete this, I'm going to see this through. Only take up those plans. Yeah? Because planning stage, very, very crucial for you, because what you plan right now will grow massively in your future. Yeah? So take up few things, but do them well. Now, the kind of life that you're going to be having right now, to live that life, you need courage. To live differently needs a different kind of courage. But you have that courage. And if you feel like you don't have it, just take one step at a time and you will grow in that courage. And remember, you're not alone. Our entire soul tribe is with you. Be courageous, be brave, live bravely. And sometimes being a wise person is also accepting that, okay, with this, maybe I made a mistake. With these people, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I should not have done this in my life. It's not to point out your flaws. It's so that you learn your lessons and you learn them once and for all. Yeah? Because if you don't learn your lessons, you're going to be, that wise fool who knows a lot but never learns. And then patterns keep repeating. So it is important for you not to repeat certain patterns of your life. Now, when it comes to your relationships, yeah, you need to make time for them. Probably go out with them, go on a holiday with them, or just spend one-on-one time. Because time is so important these days. We are so busy in our life that we don't even have time for our loved ones. Make time, because it may be very important to them, and it may be important for you as well, and for your relationship to thrive. But alongside that, please make sure you become consistent in your spiritual practice and consistently grow in your spiritual practice. Yeah? Start small, okay? You don't have to start anything big. Even if you chant a mantra 11 times every day, that is still okay in the beginning. You can make it 12, you can make it 13, go that way. But make time for it. And once again, when you pray on something, learn to meditate on it as well. Because when we pray, we are talking, and when we meditate, we listen. Yeah? That's what you need to do. And, okay, there may be times that in the upcoming time, when you pray, you just cry your eyes out. Or some things happen and you just cry. See, crying is actually good, especially when that happens during your spiritual practice. Because it means that your soul is being cleansed, that your heart is being cleansed. Yeah? It's like you're opening up, your heart is opening up. That is why those tears come up. Our tears are the language of our heart. Yeah? It's like whatever happens hits you right here, which is why you cry. And it is okay to cry. One thing, however, you need to work on little bit and reflect on little bit is pride and ego. See, it is a part of our human life to feel like, oh, I've done this. But just be a little bit careful there. Don't go overboard with this. Because some of the things that come to you are just a gift from the divine. Accept it as that. And especially when it comes to relationship, strive for harmony and don't let pride get into the way. Because it just, creates separation between people, pride and ego. And we need togetherness and kindness. When it comes to doing anything, when it comes to saying anything, the first question should be, is this kind? Because kindness will solve a lot of your problems. Yeah? And if you say a thing and you regret it later, see, words you can say it, you can even apologize for it, but the kind of things, the kind of impact it leaves always stays, and that is your negative karma. So don't create those negative karmas in your relationship. So instead, kindness is super easy. Yeah? And when we sort of say things that hurt people, it is not us talking, because normally in the normal days we are all good people. It is the pride and ego that talks and that hurts people. Now, let's take more messages. Trust in the Guru fully. So when it comes to the process of your life, when it comes to your spiritual practices, you need to have faith in your Guru. See, when you put your trust in your Guru, when you have faith in him, it's his job to take you through everything. It is not yours anymore. You can just chant your mantra, you can do your meditation, that is it. Rest is his job. He will do what needs to be done. So that faith is important, that trust is important. If you find a spiritual teacher, and this is why I stress finding the right kind of teacher, because then your job is very easy. What he tells you to do, you do it and you're done. Rest, he takes care of you. And patience. Patience is something that needs to be learned. Patience doesn't come easily to everybody. But learn that. Especially in those heated moments. Be kind. Yeah? And remain centered. Don't let anything disturb you. And don't let anything disturb your peace of mind. You have to be that unshakable. And that sense of unshakable comes only with a deep spiritual practice. And every single day, try to be silent. Because silence in itself is a massive kind of spiritual growth in itself. Yeah? So make half an hour every day when you're just silent. And then you'll start seeing that silence become a part of you as a human being. Yeah? And never give up on yourself. See, if you fall down 10 times, you'll get up 10 times. That is the most important thing. No matter what mistakes you make, no matter how many times you fail, get up and try again. That is your job. Till the very end. Yeah? So don't give up on yourself. Nobody ever should. Right? And remember this. Two things may speak to you simultaneously. And it is okay for two things to speak to you simultaneously. Eventually, you will reach that one point. Yeah, you will reach that one point. Sometimes through duality as well. And last one, meditation. Please make meditation a consistent practice of your life. Even if it is starting from 5 minutes, even that 5 minutes is enough. That will eventually go to 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and then you can sit for hours. But even 5 minutes, it's okay. And you cannot do meditation wrong. Meditation means emptying your mind of all kind of thoughts. You're not supposed to be thinking about anything. Just sit and observe your breath. That's it. That is meditation. You don't have to do anything. The rest your guru will do and take care of you. That is the message that you need to receive from your spirit guides. Yeah. Overall, I will leave you here with my best wishes. I'll see you next time. Bye.